Well, when it comes to high-speed chases, we've never really heard it all, have we? We're going to take you to Fayette County and our Doug Evans, who has a story about a driver involved in just such an incident. Doug, what more do we know about what happened here?
Yeah, Tom, I've covered a lot of high-speed chases over the years. This is a first. Good afternoon, everybody. Let's roll the videotape and show people what we're talking about, Tom. Fayette County Sheriff Barry Babb tells me they had a house under surveillance, a known drug house. A motorist pulls up in a car and starts shooting heroin. They can see what he's doing. They've got the house under surveillance that well. A chase ensues with this guy, and it gets pretty crazy. In the video, you'll see that it's raining, so not great conditions out there on the roadway. This guy at times is doing over 100 miles an hour, according to Sheriff Barry Babb. At one point, toward the end, that's when things get very, very dangerous for everyone involved. The guy flips the roadway and starts driving on the wrong side of State Road 54. He's entering Clayton County, and he is headed straight for a school zone, Mundy Mills High School in Clayton County. And they're just probably a couple miles away from there when they decide that they've had enough of this guy, and they do the pit maneuver and bring the chase to an end. Then they get him out of the car at gunpoint. The car does crash, the airbags deploy, everything goes off, and then they take the guy into custody. I talked with Sheriff Barry Babb about it just a short time ago. Here's what he had to say. Well, he just happens to roll up on an area that you've got under surveillance and is seen doing drugs.
Right. This is a place where we know there's activity. We've made cases before. It's why it's under surveillance. Pulls in, gives all the indication that drug activity is taking place. Officers approach. Unfortunately, a pursuit begins. This pursuit went through the city of Fayetteville, wound up going into the county, and then was actually terminated. The pursuit was terminated in Clayton County as it was rolling into the Mundy's Mill school area, and when a sergeant pitted the car. And of course, you'll see in the video, he actually pitted the car that was actually eastbound in the westbound lanes to stop the pursuit. So something very dangerous.
So he was driving on the wrong side of the road?
He was driving on the wrong side of the road, probably in an attempt for us to cancel the pursuit.
All right, let me tell you about the suspect, the driver of that car, according to Fayette County Sheriff Barry Babb. His name is Reese Neelly. He's 40 years old. He's from Peachtree City, facing 14 charges as a result of this high-speed chase. Felony criminal damage to property, reckless driving, felony fleeing, drug possession, possession of drug-related objects, drugs not in original containers, sale, distribution, possession of dangerous drugs, stop sign violation, ×3, obedience to traffic control device. Pretty long list for Reese Neelly out of Peachtree City. We'll have more on this story coming up on Fox 5 News at 4, 5, and 6 this evening, Tom.
You know, I love how investigators provide this kind of video to you, Doug, down in Fayette County especially, and it's just the circumstances which led up to this chase. The fact that they were surveilling this home, the guy rolls up, starts shooting up right in front of them, okay? And then they approach him, and then this whole thing happens. And I love what the investigator said, that by driving on the other side of the road, he said perhaps they hoped that they would call off the chase. Now, are there circumstances where that will happen down in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, there certainly is for a number of departments in which a chase gets so crazy, so wild, that they will terminate a pursuit. You're taking your chances there in doing that because the bar is pretty high for that kind of activity. I don't think there was any way they were going to let this guy go, not at over 100 miles an hour on the wrong side of the road. Plus, they knew, Tom, that they had a high school coming up, that they're about to enter a school zone in the afternoon. So there's just no way that apparently that they were going to let this guy off the hook they felt it was just too dangerous and they had to stop it at any cost.
Yeah, and the sheriff, shares these videos with you, not for voyeuristic enjoyment, but just sort of like, don't get into a chase with police or officers because you're gonna get caught.
Right, and there are departments in Metro Atlanta that will not chase. The city of Atlanta does not chase a whole lot. You see the Georgia State Patrol in the city of Atlanta doing most of the chasing there. I've heard it from a lot of agencies all over Metro Atlanta that people will come from other areas thinking that the police are not going to chase them. And in fact, maybe that happens in Atlanta. I don't know, but that's what the law enforcement is saying. Then they come down here, and of course, they get in a high-speed chase. But this guy, Tom, this guy, Reese Neelly, Peachtree City, he's from here.
Oh, gosh.
He knows the chase policy around here. Come on, Reese.
Not only being chased, but then strung out, so you got a DUI charge slapped on top of that.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. They had this house under surveillance, Tom. They've got officers that are watching it, that are physically present, watching this house, and he picks a bad time to roll up, and he is allegedly shooting up heroin right in front of them.
Well, as you said, good thing he was caught, good thing he didn't get anywhere near that high school, and good thing no other drivers on the roadway on that rainy day were injured. Doug Evans with some startling video there and circumstances around that chase. Doug, thanks.